Alright, we're drafting. There's new cards now as well. And another patch from the other day that made a few changes. So we should actually see some, hopefully a little bit of a shake-up in the flow of the format. I didn't really see anything in the changes or the new cards that would really make a huge difference. Like Sunrise are getting nerfed is kind of important, maybe. What do I feel like playing? Ooh. Let's play some Vitruvian. So, we've got a Siphon and a Keeper. Not bad. Gloom Chaser and Rook. Rook has impressed me, to be fair. Syzygy, Mirage Master, Stars Fury. I mean, this feels like the way to go, right? I think Syzygy is very strong. If it works. If it works. I guess maybe it's a bit situational. It's not normally my type of card, but I feel like when I play against it, it feels like it hits pretty heavily. But the other two cards are pretty good, I think. Like Mirage Master being able to copy yours or your opponent's minions is pretty strong. Stars Fury is obviously very good. So I think we'll take this. Copying a 7-drop and then removing it with this is pretty strong, right? Soul Shadow Pact, Wind Strike. Not terrible, not terrible. Crossbones, Ethereal Obelisk, second Stars Fury. That's almost certainly the pick. Lore Master, another Mirage Master, Purgatos. Yeah, we'll take this. I want as many obelisks as I can get, really, in Vitruvian. Crossbones is totally fine. Second Stars Fury is pretty good. 2 Stars Furies is kind of a game plan. Like, maybe we can pick up... I guess the Soul Shadow Pact would have been useful for comboing with it, but we can pick up some buffs or whatever. Go ham. Aurora's Tears. Lady Lock, which I now know says non-token on it. And Several. I'm going to go with medium on those. Staff of Akir. New card Owlbeast Adept. When you play a spell, it gets more health. When your opponent plays a spell, it gets more attack. That's kind of good, actually. I feel. Not bad for just a generic 3-drop. And then over here we have Fountain of Youth, Fire Splitter, and Hailstone Prison. Ooh. Okay, so Fountain is very good with obelisks after they get dispelled, and that's kind of it. I guess you can use it to dispel buffs or reset Rush. Fire Splitter, I think, is mediocre. But Hailstone Prison is probably good enough that I think I'll take a punt on this. If we end up with a bunch of obelisks, Fountain gets better. Ooh, some wishes. We like wishes. Okay, so Dreamgazer, Dunecaster, and Silvertongue Corsair. That's a lot of 2-drops. And Dunecaster is pretty good. We have 2 Stars Furies and an obelisk already. So there's good synergy with Dunecaster. Having Dreamgazer makes Syzygy a bit better as well, which is nice. Silvertongue is pretty naff though. Second Wish is not bad. Third Wish is just removal. It's pretty good. Hexblade's very good. First Wish is very good. Bone Swarm's very good. So, if we end up running things like Fountain of Youth, Fire Splitter, and Crossbones, the Second Wish gets a bit better. It's also good with Hailstone Prison. Third Wish and Hexblade are mostly... I mean, they go pretty well together, I guess. Oh, Hexblade got nerfed, didn't it? Set the enemy's attack to 1 until your next turn. I mean, it's still good, but it's not a complete nerf to the creature as it was before. To be honest, that probably makes it enough. It's probably worse enough that I'm kind of more leaning on this now. I think you always want the first Bone Swarm, and you'll take as many Scion's First Wishes as possible. Like, I would play like 6 of these. Another Syzygy and a second Sun. Kind of exciting. Mana Burn, Saber Spine Tiger, Earth Sphere. Less exciting. First Wish, some other cards. Yes, please. So it kind of helps in the sense that it's similar to Second Wish. If we end up playing a bunch of these cheap cards that empty the hand, it gets some value. Time Maelstrom. I haven't been super impressed with this card in Gauntlet. I did have a game where I was kind of spaced apart from my opponent. They played Time Maelstrom and got all their minions into range. And it is good with obelisks as well. Getting extra dervish hits in, so there is that, but I mean, worst comes to worst, it's 0 mana, draw 2 cards, move all your stuff, which is still pretty strong. Even if you can't play it before 9 mana. Another obelisk and an Archon. We have a lot of spells, which makes Archon kind of painful. Prophet of the White Palm, Mana Artificer. So more low curve stuff. Prophet is not terrible, right? Because, I mean, we have easy control over it. We can just play it before we, after we play any damaging spells of our own. Downside is it's not going to do anything unless you put a Scion's First Wish on it. I am interested in the new card, but I think I'm more interested in this pile. Another First Wish, a Pyromancer, which is great when your deck has 3 First Wishes in it, and a Frostbone Naga, which is just a good card. Another Frostbone Naga, 3rd Star's Fury, I think is too many Star's Fury. Rash's Curse, don't hate having the first Rash's Curse. Hexblade, Storm Metal Golem. Storm Metal's pretty good with Time Bell, Shrimbo. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. This happens to me sometimes. I haven't yawned all day. I haven't yawned in several days, I don't think. And then I sit down and I start making a video, and immediately out come the yawns. Don't know what it is. We got a second wish, a Syzygy, and a Mirage Master. I don't want a second Syzygy. I probably don't even want a second Mirage Master. The card is kind of situational. And second wish is not super useful these days. We've already got a Sojourner for like a bit of refill, so take this middle pile. Mobius, Wildfire Rank, mediocre. Fireblaze Obelisk, Wildfire Rank, better. Blind Scorch, Cannon of Mechazor. Cannon is pretty good with all of our first wishes. But we've sort of already got a Fire Spitter and a Pyromancer to do that kind of thing with. I'll just take the Obelisk. Bone Swarm, Lawmaster, Ash Mephit, freshly buffed Ash Mephit. Murkblood, Aspect of the Mountains, Chimera. Now there's a late game plan. Hot damn. Golden Metallurgist, Windstorm Obelisk, Amara. Oh, it has to be this pile, right? Good 2-drop, good 3-drop, an Obelisk for Obelisk count, and then one of the better 6-drops in the entire game. Another First Wish, Dreamgazer, Ghostlinks, pretty tempting. Again, just more curve fillers, more targets for First Wish. Blind Scorch, Sandhowler. Sandhowler's been buffed a lot. I think Sandhowler's very good nowadays. Blind Scorch is kind of strong. We don't have a Zenri or anything, obviously. Otherwise, it'd be sick. We've already got a Hexblade, which kind of does the same thing. So I'm not too worried about it, I think. And then Staff, Astral Phasing, Storm Metal. That's all naff. More 2-drops, more First Wishes. Orb Weaver, Void Hunter. Second Wish, Ranged Unit. Double Agent. Opening Gambit, draw a card from your opponent's deck. Dying Wish, shuffle this into your opponent's deck. Okay, so it's a 2-mana 2/2 that draws a card is pretty good. Tracer's also pretty good. War Talon, what does this do now? Oh, that's Trample. Attacks or counterattacks is kind of exciting. It's like Spectral Revenant without Rush, which makes it infinitely worse. But I'm sort of interested to see whether the card performs well. On the flip side, we do already have 2 6-drops, one of which already attacks for 8, the other of which deals 5 damage to the enemy after they trade into it. So, kind of less concerned about that. But I do, on the flip side, new card, you know? Hank is decent, but he's not like incredible or anything. I think I will take this. Blood Tear, Orb Weaver, second Time Maelstrom. Sand Trap, Dominate well. Oh, that's good. Siphon, Entropic Decay, Fireblaze Obelisk. Right. So, we're going to get to pick up some hard removal this turn, which is good, because we need them. I mean, we've got plenty of AoE, right? We have a Star's Fury, a Frostbone, we have Blast Units, we have Obelisks, Rash's Curse. So we're not struggling at dealing, and Bone Swarm. So we're pretty good at dealing with small stuff. But dealing with big stuff is where it gets tricky. Dominate is the sort of card where I always fear it on the enemy side. And I always try and play to it when it's in my hand or in my deck. But it doesn't actually get cast very often. Compared to here where we have long distance interaction, mostly unconditional removal, and that sometimes maybe gets 2 things, and then another Obelisk. I think I just take this. Bloodshot Golem, Sarlacc, mediocre. First Wish, Dunecaster, Time Maelstrom, that's exciting. First Wish, Hestblade. Yeah, alright. I mean, look, getting 1,000 Dervishes, 1,000 First Wishes, and 2 Time Maelstroms is kind of a good game plan, right? Do I take a 3rd Time Maelstrom? Surely not. I don't really want a 3rd Star Sphere either. Even if Inner Focus is pretty good. I mean, half our stuff is Obelisks. Actually, Inner Focus isn't even good here. Inner Oasis might be good to buff up all of our crappy small minions. And Tethermancer is fine. Actually, we have a lot of like expendable units, so Tethermancer probably benefits us quite a bit. Or we take some healing, which we don't really have. 2 drops, which we certainly don't need, but I mean, you know, why not? And another Time Maelstrom. No, I should take this. Portal Guardian, Sojourner, Pandora. Oh, baby. That's going to be hard to beat. Imperial Saboteur, Sword of Mechazor, another Pandora. Damn. Aurora's Tears, First Wish. Now, I love Pandora. Any reasonably long-term followers of this this channel will know I'm a Pandora fan. Pandora till I die. So I'm definitely picking one. The question is, do I want this card, which is pretty phenomenal with our deck full of Dervishes and random garbage? Sojourner, which is kind of medium, especially as we already have a Ghostlinks and another Sojourner. Or do I want this bad 3-drop, this other bad 3-drop, I guess, and a good 2-drop with some strong utility? Because I do quite like Imperial Saboteur. I think as a 2-drop, like that's pretty exciting text. The Portal Guardian, we are lacking in kind of like ways to kill people, right? We're sort of relying on like having Obelisks or First Wished up 2-drops, and then there's kind of not much over here. So Portal Guardian is another way of turning all this garbage into wins. And if I buff it and then copy it with Mirage Master, that's kind of efficient as well. So let's take this pile, I think. Bone Swarm, Dreamgazer, Saboteur, pretty good. Obelisk, 2nd Oasis, 2nd Syzygy. Ghostlinks, Sandtrap, Starfire Scarab, that's exciting as well. We don't have any 5-drops, like real 5-drops. Problem is, these are all, like, so many of these draw cards. We don't need that, really. The curve is starting to get higher now. I mean, we can cut probably a pile with a Time Maelstrom in it, and probably cut this Stormell Golem. I forget what it came with, but you know, we can lower the curve. That's not really a problem. So Fireblaze, we already have 2 Fireblazes. They do get worse in multiples because there's often a situation where you just can't afford to play a 3 on a 0/6. Ditto, Inner Oasis is a situational card. It's kind of worse in multiples. Syzygy is a situational card that's worse in multiples. So I think this is, as tempting as triple Fireblaze is, I think this is a trap. Over here we already have a Bone Swarm, and the second one is certainly worse than the first. Ditto Dreamgazer, because that's quite a lot of damage. But the Saboteur is appealing, and this does mean, like, free 2-drops is kind of what this deck wants, right? We have 5 First Wishes and Portal Guardian, Inner Oasis, Syzygy. So, like, Dreamgazer is really good in this deck. On the flip side, Ghostlinks is just another cantrip. Sandtrap is very good, and Starfire Scarab can win the game on its own, which is quite exciting. I mean, a good amount of time it will just eat removal and die, but we don't have that many cards that do that. Like, we don't have too many things that are just like, slam this, be ahead. So this kind of helps with that by having 2 cards to draw, helping me find what I need for the following turn, and then a Starfire Scarab to be a payoff. I think this is more like, this is kind of the all-in pick. But I think what I'd end up doing is, like, if I took this pick, I'd end up cutting something anyway that contained one of these cards. I'd just cut the other Bone Swarm or the other Dreamgazer in the end. So let's take this. Oh my god. Are we an Albi Sage deck? We have 5 Scion's First Wishes. I mean, this Aurora's Tears is blank, right? We have 1 artifact. The 3rd wish is okay. So Albi Sage could be kind of spicy. Especially with Mirage Master. That is kind of exciting. On the flip side, Dunecaster, Golem, Metallurgist, Orbweaver is like, well, sure. I guess we don't have a lot of synergy for this Orbweaver, right? We don't have any... It's a dervish, but besides that, like, we don't have a way of buffing it in the hand to make a copy of it or anything like that. It's a weird card. Like, there's almost no way of actually making it bigger. It's pretty much only good with, like, Murkblood Devourer, I think. If it copied at the end of turn, there used to be a card in Hearthstone called Echoing Ooze, which was a 2-mana 1/2 that copied at the end of turn. So you could play it and then buff it and then get your copy. That could be more, especially as it's a dervish and it benefits from all the dervish buffs. So you could play with Doomcaster and then get 2 3/4s. Which, like, that probably wouldn't be broken, right? I guess it is pretty good. Anyway, I digress. So how much do I want the second Doomcaster? I think massively, right? We have so many dervishes, I think. Or at least we have the potential to run. So we have 4 obelisks, 2 Star Spheres, and then this also comes with more dervishes. I don't think... We have 1 other golem, which is this, but I'm probably cutting it, so we effectively have 0 golems. So the Metallurgist isn't relevant. This is funny. I don't know if we need this, right? We kind of have... I want to just throw out the First Wishes whenever. And most of my cards are not super soft to removal. I don't really care if, like, Starfire Scarab or Amara Healer get dispelled that much. None of this stuff either. Like, dispel these is fine. Hard removal still can punish me, but even that's easy to soak with random stuff. But, like, this would be my only real dispellable, like, really dispellable thing. Well, I guess Portal Guardian is kind of that as well. No, let's take this. I just think I just want to go all in on having loads of cheap stuff. Right, okay. Can I get away with keeping all the First Wishes? What are the most obvious cuts? This Wildfire Ink, the Storm Metal Golem, one of the Time Maelstroms, one of the Sojourners. I mean, various random 2s. This pile, honestly. I kind of want to try the Double Agent, though. Just want to keep it because it's a new card. And I also haven't played with the new War Talon yet, so maybe I should just keep these for the principle, right? Yeah. I mean, this pile is kind of, like, not necessary, but it is good. I mean, I could just keep everything, but that's a terrible idea. I could cut this, actually. I think the Fountain of Youth will be good for undispelling my obelisks, which is good tempo, or, you know, a Starfire Scarab, if they answer that with a dispel. I don't really want to cut a Star Sphere, but this kind of Syzygy pile is looking a bit awkward as well. I think with Entropic Decay in the deck, I don't need the Hailstone Prison as much, but having 2 removal spells is certainly better than having just 1. I guess I have a Siphon as well. Everything's difficult. Right, I think I'm going to cut this. I don't want 2 Time Maelstroms and I don't want 2 Sojourners. I can go down to only 4 Scion's First Wishes. I think I'm going to cut this. We're not super lacking in, like, random chaff to throw into enemy artifacts, and the Hexblade plays against... Like, I want to get as much stuff on the board as possible to more benefit from Inner Oasis and Syzygy, I think. And, like, top-decked obelisks and stuff to buff existing dervishes. So I want to be spending my mana on just dumping minions. Which makes the Hexblade a bit worse. On that note, I could cut the Wildfire Ink. We lose a Fireblaze Obelisk with it, got onto 1 Fireblaze. I kind of want 2 because Fireblaze into Star Sphere is incredibly strong. I want the 1 Dreamgazer. I'm going to keep this pile for... I would probably cut this pile, but I'm going to keep it for just the purposes of trying new cards out. To be honest, there's enough card draw in this deck that I should probably just keep it as is. Looking at it, right? Like, I have a ton of card cycling and stuff, so... If the game goes long at all, I would actually be at risk of running out of gas. or at least running out of like meaningful threats. So actually keeping a decent number, like the curve is good, right? And then if I start cutting stuff from the top end, I lose the number of top end cards in my deck might start to matter if we keep going this far. So I think I'm actually going to lock it in from here. Like, a lot of my cards do sort of the same thing. So I don't think we're going to worry too much about inconsistency. And actually, the larger deck size might benefit, because we've got a couple of one-offs that are, like, powerful, but we don't want them straight away. Like the CCG and the Inner Oasis. Having a larger deck, making those come up slightly less frequently might even benefit us in a weird way. Right, I guess I can play this as something to do. I don't really want to play this on turn 1. I think I will mulligan it. I'll keep this just so that I have a thing to take a Monotile with. Pandora. Okay, this Pandora's not super helpful yet. First wish. It begins. I'm just playing this because it's mana efficient, right? Nice. Cool, alright, 2 drops. So we have plenty of stuff to do next turn. They have a Portal Guardian and a Siphon Energy. That's actually kind of scary for me. Siphon is pretty good. Oh no, don't flash something. Okay, fine. Okay. I mean, that was a 3 for 1. Yeah, I took 6, but like that was a 3 for 1, so fine, I guess, right? I think I'll just take the center. So, do I play Sojourner and then draw up to full, or do I play Metallurgist, Scion's First Wish and draw up to here? I can replace the Ghost Links either way, I think. Ooh, that's good. I should have replaced first, then I could have Obelisk plus Metallurgist. Id. I'm going to do this because there's a decent chance it just gets removed. Hold it. I mean, this is fine, right? We can Portal Guardian now. Guardian into Obelisk is pretty exciting, I think. I can take the Monotile as well. Right, block my opponent in a bit. 3 cards in hand. My life total's getting low. It's gonna matter. It's going to matter. Oh, that's a good draw, because if they draw their Siphon, this will undo it. Do this, I think. It plays around like Mechanical Warbeast and stuff. I guess I'm on 17. 17's not that bad. There is an Amara healer in my deck, but I think it is my only source of healing. Plan? I see. I see what the game plan is here. I mean, they've walked away from me, which is good. Starfire Scarab is definitely the play here. How do I position it in such a way that it can actually do something? Or do I do this? This does get me an extra card. I mean, I guess I can Starfire Scarab and just discard Fountain of Youth, but that doesn't seem ideal. How much do I care about them taking this Monotile? I think I care, right? If they have the Warbeast, this is obviously disgustingly bad for me, but that's just always going to be the case. If they have another Plasma Storm, it's kind of annoying as well. Okay, this is good. That's what we need to see. That's kind of irritating. Mind Steal. Oh no, they have all my good cards. My hand's been sculpted so cleanly. Oh god, what a nightmare. At least we can probably kill this. The second Obelisk will kill this with the First Wish. I don't feel great about that. Do I have another option that's better? I guess I can draw a card and find out, right? Syzygy. Yeah, that kind of works. Does it work in a way that's actually useful? If I draw Dunecast, oh no, it's going to trade anyway, it doesn't matter. I think I'm going to play this in my opponent's face. I think that's a better plan. I need to remember all the stuff they have, is the problem with this, right? I mean, I can give this blast, but obviously that doesn't achieve anything. Yeah, I think I do this. See if I draw a 2-drop. I don't. Kill this. I will use Fountain of Youth to heal this. And I finally get to step out of melee range. It's good. Damn it! No, you show up. No, the Dunecast will be good next turn. Problem is they can Pandora here and I have no answer to it. And they know I have no answer to it because they've seen my entire hand. I mean, I guess my answer is just Pandora, but... Oh, okay. I guess my answer to this is still Pandora. Those cannot reach. Wait, the Starfire, the Star's Fury kills it. That's so sick. Mate. That's well good. Go away, Sunriser. Goodness me. Okay. I'm going to trade this one in and keep this one. Do I need to play around Starsphere? I can't remember whether it was in my hand when they copied it. I guess I can, so I will play around it slightly. Okay. This is pretty good. They messed up by not playing Pandora, I think. They're probably like, Pandora? God, this card sucks. I guess, actually, to be fair, because it generates a 3-3, there's a good chance that Star's Fury would still have killed it. Here she comes. What did you get? Flying. Okay. I can kill it, that's good. Pretty cleanly, actually. This kills the 3-3 as well. And then I'll probably just play my own. We... Kill this. Right, what's the line here? Is it just Pandora? Oh, I can Pandora Scion's first wish and then it doesn't die to Plasma Storm? Yeah, let's do that. Because it's going to be very difficult for them to get rid of it. I mean, these cards are all looking kind of good. Oh, that's good. That's annoying for them. Okay, they have an Egg-Morph. But they have to kill the Provoke. So this could be Egg-Morph Plasma Storm, I guess. Egg-Morph Kinetic Equilibrium. That's kind of fine. We're still getting value here. And they can't go near the middle of the board because of all the obelisks, right? Like, this is hopefully just going to die to a Dervish. Nope. Bad spawns this time. Well, we can play 2 blast minions and pass. I guess I can give this blast. That's nearly lethal. Wait. Can I win here? Can I win here? Yeah, this must be lethal, right? The Star's Fury makes a Dervish here. I give this blast, that Dervish +2/+0. So we do, how do I actually do this? Give an ally minion +2/+0. which has to be, it doesn't have to be this one. Give another one +0/+2. And then a third one blast. God, that is not obvious. I really hope I've done this correctly. Good. Developers, if you're watching this, please make that card less scary to cast. I'd appreciate it. Oh, Letharos is sworn to help you draft your way to the top. Alright. It's one of the new cards. I have no idea what it does. I think it makes like, it sets tiles that give a bonus. Seems fun. 4 mana 1/6 provokes kind of weak, but I guess if you're setting up the... If you've got a board and you can set up your minions on those tiles already to benefit them from them next turn, assuming that's how they work. I mean, maybe they have an immediate effect, in which case the card's probably quite good as a force multiplier for a decent board of chaff. Get your Dream Gazers out. Don't think whether I have any games to recommend. I've not been playing that much new stuff recently because I had a very, very busy week where a lot of my gaming was just catching up on Dota, because I haven't played much Dota due to other forms of being busy. And then I'm still playing through Midnight Suns. I think I'm getting close-ish to the finale of it, but not that close yet. And then I've just bought a game that I saw on Day 9's channel, actually called Mechabellum. It's kind of... It looks like an RTS auto-battler hybrid, in the sense that it is an auto-battler, there's no real-time strategy involved at all, but it uses similar style, visual style, and similar unit dynamics to an RTS, and you kind of, when you buy your units, you deploy them on your half of just basically an empty map. And they fight automatically, fight to the death, using some AI that I presume is rudimentary, but probably predictable. I don't know if it's random or not, like what they target. But it's the kind of thing where, they walk forwards, and then if they see something to shoot, they shoot it. And if not, I don't know, I guess they walk in the direction of some other objective or another unit they can see, something like that. And whoever has, whoever has their army last standing wins. It looks pretty interesting. I don't know if I'm going to have the opportunity to really dig into it and learn it deeply, but it seems like the sort of game that would be quite interesting to learn deeply. Because you get to make all those decisions about, like, oh, my opponent's going to build X, I should build Y to counter it before they actually commit, stuff like that you get when, from what I gather, that you get when you're playing RTS as a high level, except without having to do loads of base building and APM and clicking, which I am dreadful at. Is this queue time normal, or is it stuck and I have to cancel it and restart it to get a reasonable result? I'll give it until 4 minutes and then I'll cancel it and restart it. Yeah, I picked up Mechabellum. I may or may not do a video where I go through the tutorial for it. I quite enjoy doing that sort of thing. I'll see how much time I have. Yeah, besides that, I think I haven't played that much new stuff recently. Oh, I did buy Oblivion Override. That's a fun one. Oblivion Override is a platformer roguelike, action roguelike. There we go. Very heavily influenced by Dead Cells, but I'll tell you about it for the next round. All right. Turn 1 Obelisk. Let's go. I'm going to keep all these cards, actually. Well, so if they do something I don't like, I might want to play the Sojourner instead of the Obelisk. Like, for instance, if they play an Obelisk, then I'll probably need the Sojourner to try and interact with it. But we'll see. What do they got? A Phoenix Fire. Azahorn Shaman, that's quite good. Do I take the center here? I don't really have a great idea of like what's a good obelisk line on turn 2. Like turn 1, you kind of put it here. I typically like you can put it here, I guess, to demand a mana tile, but I like putting it here so just it can always attack this. So if your opponent puts something in the center, you can always hit it. Going second, like obviously if I put it here, it's going to get attacked, and they have a Phoenix Fire, so it will quite possibly die. Here is kind of okay. Threatens this area. I mean, I could position it to threaten the Azahorn Shaman, or more accurately, whatever they play next to the Azahorn Shaman. I guess if they don't play anything next to it, then I can kill it for free and it doesn't get to give its bonus. Maybe that's the way to go. Putting it here, they can attack it with the Shaman, but maybe that's not a problem. And the other hand is maybe I do just play it on this tile. Does that change anything? No. The other thing is here, it's not actually guaranteed to threaten. Hey, you know what? I like this. Let's go with this. Silhouette Trace is a good draw, actually. That's a good piece of interaction for turn 2. I used to pick this card in Duelyst 1. I used to pick this as like, this is how you kill Veil Hunter in Vitruvian. You know, I've just looked at OBS on the side, and actually, so you might notice I've got my camera a little bit up from the bottom. That's because I was making a Street Fighter video the other day and wanted to move it so you could see the super bar. And I thought I'd leave it there so you could see what I'm replacing. But maybe I'm cutting off more of the replace circle than I'd sort of thought. But you know what? I think it's fine. I'll leave it. Let me know in the comments if you prefer it this way or the other way. I'm cutting off more of the battle track thing, but A, you can see the top of it, and B, I guess if you miss something, you can always rewind the video, so it's not a huge deal. The Duelyst battle thing sucks anyway, because you can't see the you can't see most of what happens, just minions getting summoned. I never thought it was particularly useful. No, they've got a Dispel. Oh, okay, I'll take an Entropic Decay trading for it. That's not too bad. Like, they probably have nothing else to do right now. Yeah. Oh, now we have a Frostbone Naga to kill this. That's very nice. So I'm gonna... I need to sequence this correctly, obviously. We hit this, play this, then replace Dreamgazer. Draw a Doomcaster. That's kind of mediocre. So they still get a mana tile here, but at least I got 2 things that can make trades. And a decent amount of control. Like if they go down here, it gives me the entire top half of the board to maneuver in, which is pretty good. Oh, you would have been nice. I'd love to have made this a 4-4. Well, this another 3-3 actually. And drawn a card. You know how it is. Scion's First Wish might quietly be like the most playable card in Duelyst. Like you know, as I said earlier, I would gladly have like 6 in my deck in Gauntlet. Maybe more. You could probably play a pretty reasonable deck with just 2 drops of like 8 Scion's First Wishes. Especially if those 2 drops have like, you know, flying or blast or anything. I find that in Gauntlet, especially with mana tile arguing in the first couple turns, it's really easy to end up just a little bit, you know, you've just got a mana left, just a mana spare, or like you're slightly out of range for a trade. It's a bit annoying. And that dies to Scion's First Wish. Get wrecked. I feel like I am going to be obliged to hit them for 4 here though, which kind of sucks. God, what else am I even doing? So this is getting buffed and trading with the Primus Fist, which leaves me with 4 mana. I guess the Crossbones is fine. Don't really need this at all. Pyromancer, that's very good. Okay, yeah. Let's draw my card first. It's just free. Look at this nonsense, like... just amazing. Okay, so I'm not actually going to attack because I want to preserve my life total with this board lead. Actually, do I? Yeah, if they Star Sphere me, I lose the game. So, but then is that even worth playing around? Probably should have thought of that with my positioning decision. But then there's nothing else I could have done better that still addresses the board. Yeah, I think there's no benefit in knocking this off because there's nothing on my board that it changes right now. Ooh, that's a good draw. Alright, so this isn't... Oh god, no, they have it. Well, I guess at least they're hopefully going to kill my stuff instead of putting them all on me and then killing me next turn. Because that is a lot of damage if they wanted it. And at least their next card costs 1 more, so it might throw them off their curve. We'll see. Are they going to hit face? No. I guess I just play this. They can't dominate well. They can entropic it, which is bad, but not like the worst thing in the world. That's pretty good, actually. Like, I could just play this, play the Ghost Links, take up space. The Scarab's better though, right? Like, what I'm probably supposed to do is run away and play the Scarab. Because it's very hard for them to deal with this. It's just entropic. Like, they can move up and entropic. Man, new entropic's pretty good, huh? They can siphon as well, actually. So they do have good ways, but they can't dominate it, which is important, and they can't avoid its attack on at least one chosen target, which is also very important. Running at me seems sensible. That seems less important. Wait. Is Crossbones bugged? Oh no, it says it costs 4. But it says they have 3 mana here. Maybe they don't have 3 mana, they have 2? That seems likely. Okay. Right. So they've trapped me in a little bit. They have attacked face, so I can clear them. Clear the artifact on the. I can clear this with the Scarab, or I can move the Scarab vertically, clear these two, and then move out the way. We are close to Time Maelstrom, which is quite exciting. Kind of want to set up Wildfire Rank, but I don't have much to do with it right now. This War Talent is probably going to be the play, right? Oasis. It's kind of naff. Yeah, I think I like this the most. Do I discard Fountain of Youth? I think so. I don't think I'm worried about either of these getting dispelled now. I'll just discard this to get an extra card. So I'm probably not dead here. I mean, if they can't kill this, there's a good chance that I just kill them. But more realistically, there's probably good things they can do. I guess next turn, I just need to get as much stuff in play as possible, right? Or at least, you know, set myself up to be ahead on board as much as possible, because then the Time Maelstrom is lethal. Oh, that's scary. Well, okay. Interesting. Oh my god. Oh, that's such a good draw. Right. What's the line? We attack these two, hit them down to 4. Oh my god, I can't believe. Oh my god, Hailstone Prison. Right, I don't think there's any world where I don't do this, right? So let's see. If I hit this, come down, that's 12. Neither of these are dervishes, obviously. I can draw a card and see if I top deck lethal, right? But what would I draw that would be lethal? Bone Swarm doesn't work. It would just be first wish into first wish, and I'm pretty sure all my first wishes are gone already. So I think the line is to attack these, and then come down and hit this. So I can play an Obelisk or a Wildfire Ankh. I think I'd rather play the Ankh and move away. Right? Wait, no, hold on, I'm being an idiot. This is lethal. Oh my god, I can't believe I nearly missed that. It's like, what? How do I deal 2 damage to them out of hand? It's literally, there's a Wildfire Ankh in my hand. I think my brain was just like not thinking about moving myself out of the way to put the War Talon in. I was just like, oh, the only way I can get the War Talon to connect is by killing the Prophet of the White Palm. Alright, I might keep this, actually. Replace this looking for a 3-drop, but a 2-drop is okay. That doesn't do too much here. This is the other problem with Time Maelstrom in this game. Often games just end on 7 or 8 mana in Gauntlet, and Time Maelstrom does nothing. I certainly had that experience with it. This deck is not really a Time Maelstrom deck either, for sure. Right, what have they got that's extra? They have a Portal Guardian, again, and a Mesmerize. I have no idea what Mesmerize does in current month. Well, yep, let's play out my nonsense. This unit's pretty useless, isn't it? Does Mesmerize hit in a line now? I have no idea. Is it a column? It might be a column. I'll do this just in case. I guess maybe taking this mana tile wasn't mega valuable, but they could have 3-drop into spell or whatever. Silhouette Trace is a good idea, because to contest this ranged unit they just played. Oh, never mind, they have an inner focus on it. Goodbye, Metallurgist. You deserve better. Opponent draws back to full. I mean, good job I have the Silhouette Tracer, because I can kill it, but feels a little rough. I could also Siphon it. Maybe that's better. Siphon, Sojourner, something. I feel like given I have the opportunity to make a good Silhouette Tracer play, I should do that. I say good, it is a bit awkward because I can't stop them from taking this mana tile. But then I can still make use of it. Does that mean I replace the Siphon? It would be good to find something else. That's pretty good. But for now, go away, Widowmaker. Now we'll just put this in a corner and get my 2 damage in. Oh, Bone Swarm, that's a good roll. Excuse me. Zenrui? Oh my god, that's extremely bad. I guess Bone Swarm kills it, Naga kills it from here, but wow, that's pretty rough. I guess I'll Sojourner Bone Swarm I mean, there's not much point in protecting the Fire Spitter, but I may as well. Wolf Raven. Oh, that's kind of cool now, huh? Placing last once again. Well, that Zenru was pretty brutal. Hopefully we're okay. My opponent's very ahead, I think. Ahead on resources right now. Okay, that's not scary. In fact, this Frostbone Naga is going to have a field day, I think. Oh, come on. I mean, I guess I don't really care about them killing at that. I'm kind of happy to take the trade. Frostbone Naga is going to have a field day. What else do I even do as well? Inner Oasis. Is there anything better I can do? Can I kill this, an Inner Oasis, and along with like a Portal Guardian? Like, can I go to down? Can I go over here and Portal? I don't think so. I mean, this is kind of alright, right? Wolf Raven, Inner Oasis. This seems like the correct line, though. Kill this. Even though it floats 2 mana, feels pretty bad. But I think we need to do it. Let's just get rid of all their stuff, you know? How much do I want to force my opponent to walk away from me or towards me in order to kill this Sojourner? I think I have a flyer in hand, so I'm kind of okay with them being far away, I think. Okay, Siphon's a good draw. That's concerning. Oh, let's just replace. Okay. Excuse me 1 sec. Good old hay fever. Right. Oh yeah. My Sojourner is getting very slowly punched in the face. I mean, we've kind of ended up equalizing on resources now. I will simply dispel that. I will 1000 bajillion% dispel that. Unless I draw some other way of dealing with it, but I doubt that's going to be the case. Profit I will simply kill for free, that sounds nice. Right. I kind of want Portal Guardian this turn, just to start the train. Fireblaze is also an option, Wolf Raven is kind of a good option, because it can peck away at stuff, right? What I'd love to draw is a 1-drop, but I think I've already used my only 1-drop. I guess First Wish is a 1-drop. First Wish with this would be pretty good. Is Double Obelisk better than Portal? I really want the Inner Oasis this turn, though. I think I will play the Portal. I'm kind of okay with it being in range of my opponent, right? It's gonna have 10 HP, I don't really care. Ooh, that's good. I'm gonna go here, preserve my life total. More slowish units. If I draw a Star Sphere with these Fire Blazes, we're going to be in business, but we'll see how well that works. Excuse me. Lady Lock into nothing, question mark? White Widow, that's kind of scary. I guess I can just bounce it. Right, this feels like a turn to play a lot of obelisks, but maybe the Starfire Scarab is better. I think I will replace this. Oh, baby. It's time. How about, then, double Fireblaze, Hailstone Prison, this White Widow. They can just replay it, but it only does a little bit of damage, right? And then we can kill this with the buffed Guardian. Don't mind my opponent hitting these, I'm just avoiding the Scarlet Viper here. I'm going to stay where I am, it avoids backstabs. I guess I can move away in case they have Mask of Shadows or something. That might be sensible. Right. Fingers crossed we don't die. Let's go. If we get to cast this Time Maelstrom with all this stuff still in play, we win the game. Probably literally, I think it's just lethal. To be honest, this alone is like, again, if all of these live, it's 13 damage by itself, so we would have lethal without Time Maelstrom. We would just need the Sun's First Wish, or any minion. But let's see, before we talk about snowballing, let's see what my opponent does and what we can get away with. Gorehorn. I was worried about Gorehorn in a focus on myself. Them doing it on my Portal Guardian is not too bad. They just still have a bunch of cards, so they can maybe clear one of these as well, but right now the Gorehorn is just going to die to a Dervish. Another Widowmaker. Any inner focus, question mark? Whoops, they say. Oh, fair enough. Alright, well, I'll take it. Alright, on to the final round. Ooh. Oh, nice. Wait, I swear I played this person earlier. I recognize that username. I think this is the Control Magma we played in round 2, which is somewhat unfortunate. I feel like there shouldn't be the ability to rematch people in Gauntlet. As I remember, they had a ton of removal, Plasma Storm, Natural Selection, all the stuff, so the obelisks are worse. I'm going to hard mill for a 2-drop. Cool. I think I'd rather play this than Doomcaster, right? Doomcaster obviously has a lot of utility being a Doomcaster. Yes, this is the same person. Well, that's kind of a shame. Let's see if they realize as well. Piercing Mantis. In the immediate Mind Steal, alright. I mean, it draws 2. I kind of respect it. I can't kill this on board. Because of how rubbish Fire Spitter is. I do get to set up a Portal Guardian. If they've drawn Natural Selection, that's going to be pretty embarrassing for me, though. Like, I think I just deny this Mana Tile regardless, right? First Wish, that's a good draw. Oh, that's something I can do. Okay, I'm going to play this Guardian. I will deny the style. I'm going to buff this, attack phase, and I'm not going to attack this Piercing Mantis. Because now, my Portal Guardian is immune to natural selection. Now there is a Siphon Energy in their deck, but it wasn't in my hand when they did it, so... And I've got a Siphon for their Portal now, which is good, because it means their natural selection is permanently useless. Because they'll have this 1/7 that is hard to get rid of. Oh, that thing does counter-attack. That's nice. Go on, play something on the model tile. Get blown out, please. Well, not blown out, it's like very obviously on board, but... It is nice that they have to choose between avoiding the Portal Guardian and taking the model tile here. Yep. And a body blocker. I respect it. That's a pretty big body blocker. We don't have a second 2-drop, which is kind of annoying, actually. Ooh, that'll be good soon. But not yet. Oh, so awkward. God. That is painful, huh? I think I have to kill this to protect the Portal Guardian. There are so many 2-drops in my deck. How did this fail? Okay. So we go here. We're going to dispel this. We're going to kill this Phalanxer. And we're going to play a Fireblaze Obelisk. Here. Where were you last turn? It's okay, they'll be good now. I mean, the good news is that my hand was kind of clunky and bad. So hopefully, I mean, they've probably replaced most of it. I certainly did. Elucidator. Okay, that's kind of sad. The free Elucidator is a bit painful. And this takes damage, deal 2 to your jungle. Okay. On the bright side, they're gonna get Star's Fury to within an inch of their life, so that's good. Yeah, I don't see any play other than going brrr. I mean, I guess... No. We want to get rid of this Elucidator. We hit our opponent for a bunch of damage here. And then I guess I take 1 to make them take 2, right? Seems correct here. Keep this Bone Swarm for sure. That's not so useful, huh? Oh, that's good. Okay, so we have 4 damage out of hand. No! I mean, at least it's most of their turn, you know. Blood Tear plus the attack. That's annoying. Annoying, but like, we get to reset here. I mean, we've got... Right. Once again, my mana is being annoying. I can do Obelisk plus Metallurgist. It's probably my best option. I will get Plasma Stormed, is the only problem. This Frostbone, I mean, I can go in, Frostbone, hit them, Bone Swarm them. I don't think that's worth it, is it? Right, let's replace you. Triple 2-drop isn't even that good. Double 2-drop with Bone Swarm is pretty good, actually. Let's just do this, because what we can do is we play this back here, come in, play this here, attack them. Now their Plasma Storm is embarrassed because they can kill this 2/3 or this crap 1/3. And killing the 2/3 means they're still blocked in on this side. There's my Fireblaze Obelisk. Another Earth Sphere. Okay, I see we're going to have to take this long, huh? I mean, that's maybe not a huge problem. I guess this is maybe a huge problem. Oh, I guess I have Frostburn Naga, it's fine. Or I ignore it and play this Pandora. That seems risky. If it gets Plasma Stormed, we're in trouble. Whereas here I can do Frostbone plus Obelisk. And that seems better. So I think we'll do that. Right. Drop this. Clear this out. Still forced to play around Plasma Storm somehow here. Or maybe I should have played Syzygy actually. No, we're here now. Makes no difference either way to the Plasma. The point is that they have to choose between killing this and killing the 3/3. Which is... I'll take it, you know. There it is. But you know what? I still have a 3/3 and it's half their mana. So we're at least forcing them to trade unfavorably in terms of tempo. Even if they're killing my stuff. Right? Like they're... Another Earth Sphere! How many Earth Spheres? Mate. What is this? Okay, so this is a bit awkward because they might have another Plasma Storm. So maybe the Starfire Scarab's better than Pandora here. I can do Tethermancer into Starfire, is pretty good, right? Let's replace one of these Dune Shapers. Fountain of Youth. Not so good. If I play Tethermancer here, do I just get the mana tile immediately? I have to assume so, right? Yeah. Oh, that's neat. It works. Right, where do I want to put this? I can put it here. That. I don't care about this getting Plasma Stormed, right? So what I should do is move this away from the Tethermancer. I can go here or here. Pretty much the same effect. Or I can go here, which is probably better. Plays around Warbeast a bit. They're on 23. My opponent's on 23. Oh my god. I might actually reset this to... So they can't punch it for free. Is that worth it? I think that's worth it. Just 2 draw things. Right, okay. How many more Earth Spheres do you have in your deck? Sword Rain. There's the Spirit Harvester. I think we saw that one. Egg Morph. Gross. Annoying. I have an Entropic Decay to kill this, though. And I can Pandora on the mana tile in order to do so. Or I play some other nonsense. Windstorm Obelisk. Probably doesn't do too much. I think we want to get rid of this. I don't care if my opponent attacks the Tethermancer. In fact, I think it's beneficial for them to do so. Good, that's spawned away from this, so Plasma Storm leaves me with something. I would like to draw a First Wish in case they draw another Plasma. Egmorph? Metamorphosis. God. My opponents just pick nothing but removal. I mean, I don't know if it's working for them, but okay. Wow, that's something. We're getting a 2-for-1 here at least, right? And this Tethermancer is going to wake up as a buffed. Oh no, they're going to kill it with the crossbones. So it's 3-for-2, because we can kill this. But my hand is pretty bad. Right, what have you got for me, double agent? Bounded life force. Yes, I will have that. Alright, double agent, you've earned your keep. Well done. You did it. Are we just going to play Sand Trap on Windstorm Obelisk here to draw a card? Honestly, the answer might shock you. Because if I draw First Wish and put it on the double agent, then it doesn't die. Okay, fine. So we have lethal, right? If they don't heal, they kill this, and they don't kill this. Never mind. There's the... Oh my god. Healing Mystic. I mean, what they're doing is working. I can kill this with Star's Fury, though, which I assuredly will. And I get to keep one of them? Is that enough? That's not enough mana. I can play an Ethereal Obelisk. Anything more efficient I can do here? Oh, that's pretty good. I mean, not yet, but it's pretty good on paper. Can they kill me next turn? I mean, yes, but like, will they kill me next turn? So I think the line might be to play the Dunecaster. What I can do is Star's Fury, just hit this, buff this, keep this, buff this, kill the Healing Mystic, and then play Ethereal Obelisk like here. So it dies to the Elucidator. There's no way that's worth it, right? We just do this. We just waste the Dunecaster, I think. It's fine. I'm dead to a lot of things here. But at least I'm not dead to Bounded Life Force. Also, I have a Bounded Life Force. So if they punch this to get the Healing Mystic through, that puts them on 10. If they don't heal anymore, then we have them. Egg-morph on that is pretty good news for me. Oh wow, that's a lot of respect being shown. I'll take it. Wildfire Ink doing... Oh my god! That's such a combo! This is good actually, because I can put myself in it. Oh yeah, you do that. You do that. I'm glad that's in your deck. Right, okay, this is good. I think we're in a good spot now. Right, so step one. Bang. Step two, do I play this or do I play these? This loses to natural selection if they have it, but if they don't have it, it kills them, kind of. I mean, this is going to kill them, so it doesn't really matter, right? They probably won't see this coming. They can't reach me without Silhouette Tracer or some other similar ability. I kind of want to play around with just having like third Egg-morph, second Plasma Storm. Let's replace this Old Weaver, it doesn't do anything. Okay, that's not really a card I'm looking to play here. Yeah, we'll just play this War Talon, I think. I mean, I can still die here, right? I can still die to like another Elucidator plus something. War Beast, something. There's the natural selection, second natural. And it has some card. I mean, if this doesn't provoke, they're dead. Okay, that's the Dervish. Oh my god. What a game. And what a finish. The Bounded Life Force with Blast. Taking the game. Oh my god. What a slog that was, holy moly. I mean, it's good to know that those kind of Magmod decks are... Well, I wouldn't call them viable because we won the game twice. Actually, yeah, I guess they're not viable. We beat them 2-0. Maybe they're not so good. This is also with them having, like, kind of reasonable opening draws against pretty awkward ones from us. I guess they needed to kill... It took them a while to deal with the Portal Guardian. But they had the Plasma Storms and the Natural Selections, Egg Morphs kind of on command, right? Like other than that Portal Guardian, we stuck very little for more than a turn. And we were still able to overwhelm them eventually. Eventually. This was like no healing as well. We didn't heal at all. So, pretty good. Right. That's the end of the video. Another slightly long one, thanks to my opponent there. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one.